It is Saturday the 16th of May 2020 and today a group calling itself the UK Freedom Movement told its supporters to rise up in mass protests against the lockdown. The movement's Facebook page described it as an anti-conspiracy group, which is somewhat bizarre given that its members are almost entirely people who say that COVID-19 isn't real, anti-vaxxers, people that say that 5G is a weapon, as well as a few members of the extremist far-right group Britain First. And I'm very happy to say that throughout the majority of the UK, the call to arms was completely fucking ignored. The only place where there's been any sort of mass gathering is unsurprisingly down at Hyde Park in London. And the protesters who turned up in London, well, they're the sort of half-wits that we expect in this strange new world. Moronic anti-vaxxers screaming that a vaccine shouldn't be compulsory, even though there isn't a vaccine yet, and if one is developed, the government has reassured us it will not be compulsory. And I pray that in the near future there is a vaccine, so all of us sane people can be vaccinated and the anti-vaxxers can all fucking die. Protesters saying that COVID-19 isn't real, whilst wearing face masks. But I guess that's because they don't want to be recognised because the fucking Illuminati have installed facial recognition software. One of the leading speakers in the protest group is a guy who toes the line that 5G is a weapon, nanotechnology, Bill Gates, etc. And his name is Piers Corbyn, the brother of the former Labour leader, Jeremy Corbyn. Has that family not suffered enough? The people I feel most sorry for are the police, because every week they're having to deal with these dickheads in a peaceful manner. If I were running the country, and with the way things are going, there's a chance I might be in the near future, the police wouldn't be down there asking people to disperse. They'd have tear gas and rubber bullets. And the protesters would be informed that next week, if they come back, the police will be using live ammunition. And I know that sounds harsh and some people will say I'm supporting a police state, but fuck it, enough is enough. Every time these twats go out protesting, it prolongs the lockdown for the fucking rest of us. Thousands of miles away, over in Singapore, the authorities there have found a more effective way to make sure that people are maintaining social distancing and to stop protest gathering. They aren't sending in human coppers, they're using the Boston Dynamics quadruped surveillance robot, better known as Spot. What fucked up, futuristic nightmare vision of hell is that thing? I can say if I were in a park and that thing walked towards me and told me to do something, without hesitation, I'd fucking do it. Spot has 360-degree vision, can climb stairs and can basically go anywhere a human can. And that's just one of the models from Boston Dynamics. There's a military version of Spot which can carry 400 pounds of supplies, and a high-speed version called Cheetah that can run at around 30 miles an hour. There's also a two-legged humanoid robot, and Boston Dynamics was formed in 1992, the year after T2 Judgment Day. So it sounds like there were a group of people who watched a sci-fi film about robots wiping out humanity who thought, fuck it, let's start building them. Given the current climate, I think Boston Dynamics might be missing a trick. They'd sell a lot more of their robotic dogs if rather than spraying them yellow and calling them Spot, they sprayed them gunmetal grey and wrote Cyberdyne Systems up the side. And I think that would help police forces as well. Because next time there was a group of these morons turning up to protest about nothing, rather than sending 30 police, just send one copper and 10 of these robots. And that one copper could address the crowd with a megaphone and say, yeah, look, you were right, the whole lockdown thing was a conspiracy, but 5G wasn't the reason, we were too busy building our Terminators. And I think the protesters would be happy with that, because at least they could tell their friends, look, we were right, it is a police state and we're about to be ruled by our robot overlords. Right, that's the end of my walk for today, and the end of this video, but fear not, I'll be back.